Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are now ready to begin the second half of day one, as it were, and you've seen the prep, if you like, from Dr. Susanna Holt earlier, and quite engaging content it was. But now we're going to have a live outdoor simulation of the Raceday medical practice and entrapment protocols. I'm going to welcome a gentleman who is the former managing director at Newbury and Wincanton, a former art director and racing and property director who delivered the building of the all-weather at Newcastle and Sand at Bath. But he's currently, since 2017, the head of Raceday operations, tracks and racing facilities at the Hong Kong Jockey Club. He's going to talk us through what we're about to see and bring us down to see an example in real time, if you like. So can you please welcome Stephen Higgins.
Hi, and thank you all for making the effort to come to Hong Kong. I just wanted to say a few words about our medical team generally. We do have a relatively interesting setup because we have track work every day. We employ around about 22 part-time and full-time medical professionals who provide us with support for track work 365 at Sha Tin and also at our training centre in Chung Fa in mainland China. But then on our race day, we have a different setup in that we have our retained chief medical officers from the Union Hospital. We have a small team of full-time nurses who work for the Jockey Club who support them on race days and beyond. But then, interestingly, on a race day, we're supported by the Hospital Authority, which is the government hospital system in Hong Kong, and also St John's Ambulance, who provide us with our race day ambulances. So in effect, we have three separate teams coming together to provide the care and assistance to jockeys in the event of falls. We're very lucky that we've got the resource to work with those guys, but because it's the Hospital Authority, we do have a large number of professional doctors who work with us on race days, both at Sha Tin and a separate group who work at Happy Valley. So we do some significant training with that team. Through Clara and the team at Union Hospital, we've introduced an annual certification for each of those medical professionals so that they can work on race days. We also do 2 full drills every year, one at Happy Valley and one at Sha Tin. And subsequently, we're going to introduce Chung Fa before we start racing there full-time in 2026. But at those drills, we ask all our professional support teams to witness a scenario or 2 scenarios, sometimes 3 scenarios of particular jockey falls in many different locations at the tracks, and that can be dirt racing or turf racing. And from that, those drills are never perfect, and we're going to simulate one for you today, and that won't be perfect either. But what we do understand and learn from that is a number of things that happen or look like they should happen but don't, and we change and we tweak and we improve. And one example that you'll see of that today is what we call the sandwich protocol, where we have 2 ambulances following a flat race, with the middle vehicle being our vet's vehicle. And the reason we do that is that whether the vet vehicle or the ambulance was in whichever formation, it was always a horse that got injured and the vet's vehicle would block the ambulance from completing the race, or vice versa. So we went with 2 ambulances and 1 central vehicle for the vets. The second ambulance is always the first one that stops if there's a jockey fall. If it's a multiple jockey fall, then both ambulances would stop. But if it's a single jockey fall, it's the second ambulance. That means that the race can proceed and a vehicle, an ambulance and a vet's vehicle can continue to follow the field. So that's just something that we do in Hong Kong, and we're lucky to have that resource. We do leave an ambulance at the starting gate because we often see issues and falls there either before or immediately after the gates open. So I've got nothing left to say, really, but to introduce Dr. Johnson Chu, who's on our panel of chief medical officers. He's probably both one of the longest serving and also the hardest working, and he's going to just talk to you about the team here and the scenario that we're going to run through today. So thank you.
So thank you very much. Thank you, Stephen, for your kind introduction. So today I'm going to talk about the medical support service from the CMO team from Union Hospital. So I'm Dr. Johnson Chu, the Chief Medical Officer of the Hong Kong Jockey Club. We started our medical support service to the Hong Kong Jockey Club since 2018. And today I'm here to highlight our partnership with the club in delivering quality medical service before we proceed to the medical demonstration on the turf. So this is, let me introduce our team. The team consists of 4 expert members who are emergency medicine specialists from Union Hospital, led by Dr. Clara Wu. So Dr. Wu is the president of the Hong Kong College of Emergency Medicine, deputy medical director of the Union Hospital, as well as the medical director of the emergency medicine units of the Union Hospital. And next we have Dr. Ho Man Kam, MK. He is working as the consultant in emergency medicine as well. And last but not least, we have Dr. Yuen Pak Chun, PC, who is also an emergency medicine specialist from the same hospital. So as the chief medical officers appointed by the club, we provide 24-hour medical service support to jockeys, trainers, and also the families. Here shows some of the medical services that we provide to our clients. Whilst this is just a glimpse, the list, our efforts extend far beyond the list. So we have the pre-season health check. The program includes thorough physical examination, blood tests, ECG, chest X-ray, as well as urinalysis. CMO consultation, we provide round-the-clock medical service and consultation arrangement for our jockeys. For example, they complain of fever or back pain or other limb pain as well. So specialist consultation, we work closely with our orthopedic colleagues, endocrine colleagues, as well as other specialists. For example, jockeys suffer from back sprain, prolapse disc, which require specialist referral. We also offer fast-track imaging services. We provide immediate MRI arrangement for jockeys who suffer from back injury, MRI of the spine, and also MRI of the brain in case of suspected head concussion. Physiotherapy, our in-house physiotherapists offer physio sessions to riders who require pain control, for example, limb pain, back pain, muscle strain, etc. And they also do the post-concussion rehabilitation program, the SCAT-6 protocol, and they also provide some core stabilization and coordination training to jockeys and riders. And other consultation services include, but not limited to, dietitian service and also some psychological support. We offer a 24-hour WhatsApp service for jockeys and trainers as well, allowing them to reach out for medical advice when they are not feeling well. So these represent the three pillars of medical support on a single race day. We have the ambulances provided by the Hong Kong Jockey Club and also the St. John ambulance. We have medical professionals, which include the chief medical officer, our club medical team, including some full-time nurses and part-time nurses, medical staff from the hospital authority, the public sector, as mentioned by Stephen just now, and also we have paramedics provided by the St. John ambulance. And of course, we have two highly specialized, well-equipped trauma center, the Queen Mary Hospital and also the Prince of Wales Hospital, which are two of the largest trauma centers in Hong Kong. Okay. So horse racing safety paramount. And CMO team is tasked with the role in overseeing the operation of the club medical team. And led by the CMO team, quarterly exercise and also combined drills were conducted to equip the core members with the essential knowledge and skills, ensuring there is timely management of rider injuries on a single race day. During season 24 to 25, a total of three quarterly exercise and two combined drills were conducted. And these drills and exercise covers various medical aspects, including first aid revision, medical equipment, and also performing scenario practice on the turf, on the all-weather track, and also at the stables. We also encourage our medical team to participate in various courses to enhance their knowledge on trauma management and resuscitation. Examples of these courses include the basic life support, advanced care, life support, the ultrasound course, blood taking course, and also the international trauma life support course. The list is not exhaustive, and we continually seek opportunities to provide further training to our staff. and also to stay updated on the emergency medical knowledge, especially in trauma management. CMO and also the club medical team attended international recognized conferences both in Hong Kong and overseas. For example, the Scientific Symposium on Emergency Medicine and also the International Conference on Emergency Medicine. During the season 24 to 25, the teams also visited the ambulance depots of the Fire Services Department. These visits not only helped us to share our knowledge and best practices, but also helped to strengthen the collaboration and partnerships with the Fire Services Department. Horse handling training. This is essential for basically for everyone working in the horse racing industry. And the primary focus of the training is to ensure safety for both the handler and also the horse. And the training includes understanding horse behavior, basic handling techniques, personal safety gears, etc. So here it illustrates the number of frontline medical responders and their close allies on a single race day. We have one chief medical officer who is responsible for the liaison work and also passing rider, injured riders, fitness to ride. And we have 2 teams of doctors and nurses. That means 2 doctors and 2 nurses from the hospital authority, the public sector, and to provide initial management of injured riders, plus escort of severely injured riders to the definitive treatment center. We also have paramedics from the St. John Ambulance who work closely with the hospital authority to provide medical support to injured riders. And of course, we have our in-house club medical team and who will stay in the jockey's medical room to provide medical assistance and to assist CMO in treating injured riders. And of course, we have our good friends, our allies, vet team, and also colleagues from the transport team. So here is the manpower deployment in the starting gate at the stalls. It's manned by 1 CMO and his nurse. And we have 1 doctor and 1 nurse from the hospital authority, the public sector, and the level of medical standard of the doctor would be an associate consultant at least, or a consultant in emergency medicine or anesthesiology, and also an experienced nurse with trauma training. We also have 3 paramedics from the St. John Ambulance. So the role of this medical professional is to take care of injuries at the starting gate or within the starting gate, because sometimes the horses at the stalls will rear up and cause injuries, for example, nasal bone fracture and also limb fracture. Okay, so here is the 7-inch protocol that Stephen has just mentioned, so I'm not going to repeat his words. So now, let's proceed to the scenario. This is a 1650-meter race, and 2 jockeys fall 50 meters beyond the finishing post. So the horses will go around in the second circuit and pose danger to both the rescuers and the victims. So jockey 1, Jason, he's unconscious and immobile, with a horse lying supine very close to the victim. And we have jockey 2, Miss Quada, a female jockey. She is less severely injured with right wrist pain and deformity. So I think we shall proceed to the turf to start the demonstration because time is running short. So thank you very much for listening.